Chapter 4. Bad News. The old male being yelled angrily, dashing fast with speed towards the careless guy, and before the guy could defend himself, he struck his throat. As his black blood sprayed out on both me and him, everyone nearby was shocked, causing me to scream in horror. The guy fell to the floor, dead, and we all watched in silence as his body vanished to the land of defeat, the land my father is stuck in. This brought tears to my eyes, but I quickly wiped them away as it brought back the early memory of my father's death. "Sorry, girl. Get me and her another food, Ralph. Her food has been corrupted by the blood," he apologized and instructed. Ralph quickly went away, and I put the food on my hand down. Zoe came over to me, and we watched as demons and some less privileged fallen angels walked away, as the place was starting to get empty. "Let's go," I whispered to Zoe, still terrified, as I could still see traces of blood on the floor and me. "Don't do that, Golime. Killer Sage is not someone to reject food from," she whispered back, and I grabbed her arm immediately. "That's why I came over to you, to restrict you from walking out on him," she replied. I looked up at him, and I could see him staring at me coldly, and I was terrified. "Beat it, girl. That's how he always looks when someone annoys him," she said in my ear. Just then, Ralph walked over to us, handed Killer Sage one of the foods, walked over to me, handing me the other. "We will take our leave, Killer Sage," Zoe announced, standing up, and I followed her, giving a bow, but he never acted as if he saw me. "He likes you," Zoe suddenly said, and I scoffed. "Not the way you are thinking, silly head," she replied, laughing. "And what way am I thinking?" I replied with an akimbo and my eyebrows raised. "You sure have a corrupt mind?" she replied. "I didn't," I replied. "Then why did you scuff?" she replied. "It sounded awkward when you said he liked me," I replied, finally letting out the answer she wanted to hear. "Well, you are wrong then," she replied. "And if he tries anything funny by showing any lustful feeling towards you, because I know that it can't be love, I will remove his head in the ring," she replied angrily, and I was kind of touched. She just spoke like my mom. We got into the room to see it was crowded. Well, what should I expect? A conducive room like my room in hell? No. Even though this place is big and stuffy, my room doesn't match the bright colors and floor of this hostel block. The next day, at exactly 4 hours of the day, I was woken up by Zoe. How I know it is the 4th hour of the day is because I am a demon. "Let's get to training," she said, dragging me out of bed to the training field. "Since you don't have any power, grab a weapon you like," she said, pushing a door into a store at the training field. I was shocked to see different types of weapons. "Grab one, girl, and let's get this over with," she added, and I quickly walked to grab a red stick that looked least violent. The next thing I heard was Zoe chuckling. "That is the weakest weapon here. It doesn't even have protective power," she said, walking to me, collecting it and returning it. "What about this?" I asked, grabbing a knife, and she burst into laughter. "What the heck will you use that to do?" she asked, still smiling, looking at my eyes, searching for an answer. "You've got to be serious, girl," she added, while I just stared like a 15-year-old girl being scolded by her mother. "Should I help you and choose a weapon?" she asked. "Yes," I replied, looking down. I used the corner of my eyes and watched her grab 2 short swords. She walked over to me and handed them to me. "I have once used this sword before because I am a pretty good sword fighter, even before I was kidnapped by a slave master," she said, suddenly sad but brightening up. "With this sword, you can block black fire with it like this," she said, crossing the sword. "I don't need it anymore, and I think many people are underestimating it, and that surely includes me. Maybe we didn't need it because we are all with our powers and have a way of defending ourselves from attack," she replied. "You can wear this from now on," she replied, wearing something that can hold the sword on me in an X sign. She grabbed another sword and took me out. Just as I got out, I found many people training there, and then I saw Killer Sage sitting down, not practicing. "Concentrate," she said, and I faced Zoe back. "Hit me in the best way you can," she said, and I drew the sword from my back in the best way I could. "Any attempt I make to hit her, she will take away the sword from my hand swiftly and explain what I am supposed to do. Come and hit me now, and make sure you hold the sword the way I told you," she said, and I rushed her hard. Before I knew it, my sword was down on the floor. "Arsh, you really suck. I was fast in learning this move during my own time, she said, and I was sad and annoyed with myself. Grab the sword and don't rush me anyhow, or else I will stab and send you to the land of defeat right now. She replied, drawing the sword she never drew from the start, and I was scared. Common. Show me, she said. I rushed at her with care and struck the sword in the direction she told me, and she blocked it with the metal scabbard. Just as she was about to launch a counterattack at me, I blocked it in fear, thinking she had killed me. Darn it, girl, open your eyes. You did it, she said, and that's when I realized I had been closing my eyes. A sword can't kill a demon nor a fallen angel, she said, and I was alarmed. Then how will I be able to win? I asked her, since I necessarily have to kill someone before I can live to the next day if I am in a death fight with someone. Good question, she replied. You need your blood on the swords to kill anyone. The 2 swords need to glow red to kill anyone, she added. How will I put my blood on the sword? I asked. Silly question. What other way will you put it on the sword without cutting your hand? She replied, and I was surprised and shocked. Yeah. I was expecting that answer, but I was hoping there was another way. Depending on your enemy's power or strength, it may take a lot of stabs and strikes to kill anyone, and you must make sure that you maintain your power and strength and also endure till you see the death of your enemy, she said, attacking me swiftly, and I was fast to see that coming, dodging it immediately. I need to teach you how to fight the hard way, not the way I was taught. You are even a slow learner. That's enough reason, she said, striking me, and I blocked it. Now attack me, she yelled, and I launched at her, trying my best to strike her, but she was blocking everything and not launching a counterattack. All of a sudden, she did a backflip and put the sword back in its scabbard and charged at me. She attacked me swiftly, and I blocked 2 and missed the last one attempted at my neck. Darn it, you need speed, girl, she said. I love the way you always call me the human way, girl, I said, and she smiled. I read it in a book that was brought from Earth, I replied. Same here, I replied. Just as we were in the middle of the training, Killer Sage appeared. What is happening here? He asked so coldly, and we were startled. Is she not with power? Why are you training her so hard on swords? He asked Zoe, staring from both me to Zoe. She doesn't have any power, Zoe replied after getting a grip of herself. Be ready. All newbies are fighting to welcome the Queen of the Under Heaven, he announced and walked away. This is serious, Zoe replied with a confused look. Oh, Father, I am doomed. Story, written by King J1, protected under the Copyright Act 2025. Reproduction or adaptation without permission is prohibited. Kindly make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next chapter.